There is another failed coup attempt in Burkina Faso. This Captain Ibrahim of Burkina Faso has survived so many coup attempts in a period of time that he took over this state. You know, a lot of people are asking, why is this only this guy? Now, let's dive into the real issue. We all know that at the AFRICOM, the United States of Africa Summit, this general of the United States of America, General Michael Linger, made an accusation against Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso of using the good of his country to enrich himself and to also protect the junta regime.
I can imagine a situation, though, in which the ruling elite of a country is receiving gratuities on the side that inure to the benefit of the strongman leader and not to the populace of the country. Does that sort of corruption and bribery go on with regard to the Belt and Road?
Absolutely, Chairman. I see this, and I don't mind calling them out, but Capt Traore and Burkina Faso, as they know that both, whether it's their gold reserves, that is all those proceeds are just in exchange to protect the junta regime. There's a number of examples across. Even in Sudan, what's going on with the rapid support forces and in Burhan of the Sudan forces, when you get down to it, is all about the revenue that can be drawn out of that. And there are nefarious actors in the CCP or in sometimes Russia are complicit in those activities.
Now, you all can clearly see that was an allegation made by this General Michael Linger, a black man in the United States of America, accusing a black man in his own country. That's really crazy, Sometimes I think some of our kinds don't know where to stand. You don't know where to belong to. Because you think we are in the United States, you can say anything at all to your own kind in his own country. It's such a crazy act, because my question is that why is United States of America, putting their nose or their mouth into the affairs of a country that does not even share a border with them or a boundary with them? Two, what are the US looking for in Burkina Faso? Are they interested in the people of Burkina Faso or the Burkinabe, or they are interested in the rich minerals in Burkina Faso? This signifies that they are clearly interested in the riches of the minerals in Burkina Faso, because we know how these people behave. They are not interested in Burkinabes. So the Burkinabes took to the street to go and demonstrate against these people, because there was another coup attempt after this man made such an allegation against their president.
This is what a true people's revolution looks like. And it's only just begun. No matter the attempts to destabilize, one thing is certain. The land of upright men is done bowing. These statements can be seen how in the wake of a thwarted coup attempt, Burkina Faso citizens have demonstrated remarkable unity and resilience, leading to widespread public mobilization in support of national sovereignty and leadership. Citizen vigils and protests have erupted across the country, with people from all walks of life rallying behind the vision of a Ladies and gentlemen of the press, patriotic comrades, brotherly people of Mali, Niger, and Africa, friends of freedom, sovereignty, and revolution, we are gathered in this unwavering faith in the night of oppression. This breath that nourishes our steps on the path comes from dignity regained. Betrayed but never, and more particularly with the valiant people of Mali, who have been waging a heroic and historic struggle for their full and complete sovereignty for more than 15 years.
Nous dénonçons avec la plus grande fermeté l'acte
We denounce with the utmost firmness the act of unspeakable.
Burkina Faso's military government said on Monday that it had foiled a major plot to overthrow the country's gentle leader, Captain Ibrahim Traore. Security Minister Mahamadou Sana said on state television that plotters included current and former soldiers and terrorist leaders. They had planned to swarm the presidential palace on April 16. This is just the latest attempt to overthrow Ibrahim Traore after he seized power in the 2022 coup. His military government had pledged to fight jihadist groups and had even sought support from Russia. But security threats persist and 40% of the country remains under jihadist control. Mahamadou Sana said that the coup attempt aimed to sow total chaos and place the country under the supervision of an international organization. He also claimed that the plot instigators are based in Ivory Coast. Last week, Burkina Faso authorities had already arrested several military personnel accused of planning to destabilize the government.
You know, this president is the kind of president that these people of Burkina Faso or the Burkina Faso love dearly, and they are willing to protect him with their own life, because in the space of 3 years, just this small period of time, these guys have done so many. This Captain Ibrahim Traore have done so many for the country that it's undeniable. And who won't love this guy? It's only in the West, because these guys have blocked their interests, their ways to be able to extort or steal from this Burkina Faso. This guy has suspend all those, and this guy have blocked them. So they are trying so many ways to eliminate this guy. So the Burkina Faso people go to the street to demonstrate and to protect their beloved president. You know, sometimes these people or these Western people, the USA and other Western guys, they think they are smarter than we the Africans, or they are wise than we the Africans. Because clearly you can see that this guy is actually don't having any brain at all. He's not having any brain, because from his speech you can see that he's clearly manipulated. How can you say somebody is using, okay, if the person is using the good to enrich himself, is it your own problem? It's not your problem, because the country Burkina Faso does not belong to the United States of America, not even in one continent. You are far away from this person. So I don't think you should be putting your nose in the affairs of a country, which this country does not put his nose or mouth into your affairs in the United States of America. You see, the West have to understand that you don't have power over these African countries. If it is not because of some of our leaders who are puppet to you people, then there's nothing you people can do in our country, because they will not be a puppet to you. But because some of our leaders have decided to be a puppet to you people, that's why you have the temerity, the audacity to come to our country and say things that you people like, or do things that you people like. And it's high time that African countries or African leaders to wake up from their sleep or slumber, to stand for their own country. If not, something terrible is going to happen to African country. Now, let's look at the years or the numbers of decades or centuries of democracy in our countries. Still, the country is still stumbling. The country is underdeveloping. Now, this guy has took over just 3 years ago in 2022. Look at what he has done to Burkina Faso. This military government, people call it a dictatorship, but look at what a dictatorship have done to his own country. Rather than the so-called democracy that we inherited or we take from our colonial masters, that is a colonial masters movement agenda to be able to extort us of our rich resources. But clearly our leaders are not seeing the way forward. Let's go to some of the things that the Burkina Faso president has done in his own country for the space of 3 years. This man has done cultural reforms, postal banking system, gold money naturalization, which is nationalization, industrial development, increased agriculture output. Now let me break it down for you. Captain Ibrahim Traore has nationalized the country gold mines, 2 of them for $18 million. He also approved the expansion of Dibobo Dialasso Airport with an estimation of 80 billion francs CFA to modernize the country's second largest airport. He also provides farmers and cultural investors with 400 tractors, 953 motorcycles, 710 motor pumps, 10,000 tons of fish food, 68,964 tons of fertilizers, and 10,000 liters of products. This person also launches the country's first national support center for artisanal cotton processing. And we all know that Burkina Faso is the largest producer of cotton in Africa. Clearly, also signed a treaty with Niger, Mali to establish the Alliance of Sahel States. He removes French as official language and adopted local language as official language. That's crazy. He also supplied the Ministry of Health with 15 mobile clinics, 36 vehicles, 3 oxygen units, 11 cold rooms, 835 tablets, and 1,900 solar refrigerators, and so on. So tell me, who will not love this guy as a president? Now, in all African countries, everybody loved this guy. Everybody wanted their military leaders, or some of them good military leaders, will take over the affairs of the country because of what this guy is doing. Because a whole century or decades of democracy, nothing has come out of it. Now this guy is transforming Burkina Faso, and some people will sit in their country accusing him of doing so many things which is not true. Like General Michael Linga, as old as he is, he can't do the right thing. This is crazy. This is crazy. Tell me who will not love this guy. Guys, it's high time that Africa or Africans will wake up from their sleep and see the real truth. Not what they did to Libya and Gaddafi. Those time around, they lied to everybody. Everybody believed them. And this time around, the world has revolved. A lot of things have changed. So it's high time people see the truth and go on it. Forget about the propagandas that they will be doing on their main media streams. They always do propagandas and we know them. Let's listen to the real truth. Guys, what do you think about all these happenings? Whatever you think, drop it in the comment section. A love for Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. Bye.